The Singapore government is fully committed to facilitating Indonesia's first extradition request for a businessman wanted over his alleged involvement in a multi-million-dollar corruption case. Law and Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam has assured that Singapore will expedite the process following an extradition treaty signed between the two countries in 2022. It came into effect in March last year. Aslam Shah tells us more.
Paulus Tannos is suspected to have been involved in a graft scandal that led to state losses of over $140 million. Now, his company was part of Indonesia's electronic ID card project over a decade ago, which was hampered by a slew of corruption allegations. And late last year, Singapore received a request from Indonesia for his arrest. Through the courts, the Corrupt Practices Investigation Bureau obtained a warrant to arrest him. He has been in police custody since January 17 after being remanded without bail. And just 2 weeks ago, Indonesia made a formal request to extradite the man who has made multiple attempts to revoke his Indonesian citizenship. Mr. Tannos is currently in Singapore with a valid passport and will contest the extradition. Now, through the treaty, a series of court procedures needs to take place.
It all depends on the documents that we get, how clear they are from Indonesia, and what sort of arguments Tannos puts up, and how the court approaches it. But from government of Singapore's perspective, we will do everything we can to expedite, but matter is in the courts. And this is not like, we can just put him on a plane and send him back. There are formal processes.
Minister Shanmugam says that Singapore takes the treaty with Indonesia very seriously and coordination with the Indonesian authorities have been smooth.
We are working well with our Indonesian counterparts, and we have done so for a couple of years, not just in the context of this case and extradition, but also in the case of mutual legal assistance, which we also work closely with them on.
Indonesian authorities insist that Tannos is an Indonesian citizen and is a suspect along with several other top officials.
A key figure in a major corruption case and wanted by Indonesia for his role in the electronic ID card scandal. Paulus Tannos now faces extradition proceedings to stand trial. Now, the case marks a significant moment in Indonesia's efforts to combat corruption, with Singapore and Indonesia's legal cooperation setting a crucial precedent. So who is Paulus Tannos, and why is he at the center of Singapore's first extradition request from Indonesia? Now, Tannos was the president and director of a tech company involved in an electronic ID card project for the Indonesian government. His company was awarded a government contract to produce part of the e-IDs, but the project became embroiled in a scandal with accusations of embezzlement and mismanagement. Since then, Tannos has allegedly become involved in a corruption case linked to the project, resulting in state losses of over $140 million. According to Indonesian media, he has been on the country's fugitive list since October 2021. Singapore's corruption watchdog arrested him on 17th of January this year, following a provisional arrest request from the Indonesian government. Now, Tannos appeared in Singapore state courts on the 23rd of January. His lawyers claimed he holds a diplomatic passport from Guinea-Bissau, but the State Council argued it didn't grant immunity as Tannos isn't accredited with Singapore's Foreign Affairs Ministry. When asked about surrendering, Tannos said he was willing to return to Guinea-Bissau, but not to Indonesia. On 24th of February, Singapore received the official extradition request from Indonesia. Once legal requirements are met, the case will go to court. If Tannos doesn't contest, extradition takes under 6 months, but delays may occur if he appeals. And Singapore says it is committed to expediting the process.